Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Sean Nix coming at you. Midday Money, Saturday, July the 1st. Welcome on into the show. Like, subscribe, ring the bell here. Win a free pick page. Hope you're on winning free picks because, now, listen, I had to say, podcast people, thank you listening on podcast, but I'd like you to come over to YouTube. Twitter, Mr. Sean Higgs. Give me a follow there. So I started yesterday the join subscriber button. It's I don't always hype the premium side of my picks, right? I mean, yes, we know I sell picks, of which we're gonna put them in the. Oh no, we're not that one up there. We'll put the picks in the chat. They're scrolling, and people do buy premium stuff. And again, we have a $31.20, $39. The MLB promo comes out to like $31. And a lot of people don't buy that. Well, listen, for $4.99 a month, you subscribe to the join as a member. And right now it's just like banner or whatever, you get a little emoji. But I'm gonna going forward. I'm gonna get shirts made up. Like I do have a couple, but that's just why they're midday money shirts. But it's a good way to support the show, right? I mean, people always have to say, "Oh, I want to Venmo you something." Okay, I don't have any of that. Now you know what? $4.99, you're gonna get a shirt down the road. If you want to, super. It's $4.99. 2-something years, people always, Anyway, whatever that. If you want to, it's $4.99. Support the show. You'll get a shirt when I print up a bunch of them. Probably closer to football season. Do that though. Be honest with you. I'm not gonna lie. It's not like they'll be out on Monday or after July 4th. That's not going to be the case. But all right, let's do a little recap. And I gotta say, I'm happy that the month of June is over. Totally. I had 4 days, just Fridays in June, 7 and 23, and that's it. Wiped me out from a winning season to a losing season in baseball. What am I? What am I gonna do? It's betting. I don't say it's easy. It was a bad month. Video picks yesterday go 2 and 4, 172 and 212 in the video, minus 2350. So now I definitely got a hill climb. I'd much rather have a winning day yesterday and be at like 1500 instead of 23. But what are we gonna do? Reds winner, Pittsburgh wins, Baltimore loser, Miami gets hammered. Texas team total's not there, so back at it today. We'll get on it. Today's picks, we've added some from last night, so we do have added plays in here from the Look Ahead Line Show. The Reds are still here, plus 140. Blue Jays plus 120. The Twinkies make an appearance in the chat today, plus 130 with Bailey Ober. I'm gonna fade here on Baltimore. I did have Baltimore yesterday, but you know what? Do I think they should be favored here, losing a couple in a row? No, Ober's pitched well. Bradish has been just okay. I'm going to go against the streak here with Baltimore. We will take the Twinkies. The Nats got it done for us yesterday in the premiums. I'll come back with them here in the chat with Gore on the hill versus a Zach Wheeler. Pirates, the under 8 was in play last night, and now we added the old Buckaroos here for plus 120. I did have the Pirates in the chat yesterday. They somehow pulled out a miracle. I also had a premium play. We'll take it. That's 4 in a row for the Bucks, who I thought would just be cashing it in, just sending in the check here at the end of the month. But they've rebounded from a poor early start to the month and hanging tough. So give me Pirates and the under. The San Francisco Giants, a miracle straight up winning yesterday. I had a run line thinking I'm going to get fancy. Stupid of me. But another win for them, and the Mets continue to lose. How do you bet the Mets? Another loser, 3 in a row. Keep being favored. Scherzer back to LA. That's what I'm thinking. I think he says, okay, I'll go back to LA. And they'll give some medium prospect, and the Mets will jettison Max Scherzer. That is my prediction for Max Scherzer trade talk. Marlins plus the 150, same as last night. I'm on Yuri Perez again. Or I should say the Marlins again after they got absolutely demolished last night. Man, the terrible no-show there by Miami. And Arizona, Diamondbacks say, hello, we're coming in. Angels have lost 3 in a row. And yes, Ohtani is a Hall of Famer, MVP, Superman. The rest of the team, not so much. So where is Ohtani going? You know me. I want him to go to Tampa Bay for a package of Taj Bradley and some middle infielders. We'll see what happens here. But give me some Ryan Nelson versus Anderson. Not a big Anderson guy. Not that I love Ryan Nelson. We know we love Ryan Sandberg, our favorite Ryan. But those are the video picks. There's a bunch, a lot of plus monies, and that's why. Listen, the doggies come in, we have a nice one. Obviously, they haven't been coming in. That's why we're down a little in the video. What can we do? We could only grind them out one day at a time. A lot of comments. Well, that's why I started a little early today because I saw the comments build up. I'm like, you know what? I know my guy, Steve Bowman's going to be around. He wants to do baseball cards. Right? Here we go, Steve. Just for you. Repacked wax vintage baseball cards. So it's an interesting box. We'll do that. We'll do that after the show today, after I load up everything on the podcast. Dave, good afternoon, Higgs. I like the White Sox money line and taking the Miami Marlins plus money. I'm not going to hate you with the Marlins again. I'm on them with you. Now, do I want to do a money line on the White Sox? I had a run line on the White Sox last night. That absolutely wet the bed like a 6-month-old in a no diaper. Now, do I want to lay 210? No, I don't want to lay 210 with Dylan Cease. That's for sure. Especially the White Sox. I mean, what are we saying about the White Sox here? They're 10 games under 500. You want to lay 210 with that kind of team? Kevin's coming in with the first like. I appreciate it, Kevin. Thank you for being the first like. Thank you. Look, I hit the like button. Roger, Rays was too easy. Save me from losing day. Now, going back to the Rays game, I said, I'm like, you know what? Everybody in the chat liked the Rays. I'm like, man, they got to like Seattle. Everybody likes the Rays. And I was semi-right because I said, you know what? I don't want to bet McClanahan. And sure enough, he gave up 4 early. And then, boom. I mean, I don't know if it's way too easy. They're down 4-0, and then they tied it up in the 6th, and then they erupted in the 8th inning. So I don't know how that's easy. You're down 4-0. You think that's an easy win? Come on, Roch. Cardinals money line. Always money line. Back on them again. I'm a believer now in Baltimore. I wasn't really to start. I'm like, we'll see how they do. They got 48 wins. It's not like they're some kind of a joke team. But here we go. A couple losses in a row. What's happening? Is it just a little bump like some teams have over a long course of a season? I don't know. I dropped 3 in a row, laying 150. Not interested there. Cardinals definitely not interested in the Cardinals. I'll take Yanks in both games a doubleheader. 115. They're a dog in game 1 with Sevy. Plus 115. Sure, I'll take it. A favor 120, 125 game 2 call. I'll take it. And the Brew Crew. Again, taking the Brew Crew, 145 with Bernsey. I mean, he's been good. I can't say whatever. I'm going to be on the other side just because Pitt has won 4 in a row. Raj. Jeff's in the house. Got the Reds today. Had them yesterday plus 1.5. You should have had a minus 1.5 yesterday. I was in, we talk about a team being now 4-0, an easy win. How about a easy run line winner there with the Reds? Same as today. I got the Reds here in the chat plus 140. I'll go money line. Michael, you know what? I didn't even tweet out the picks on Twitter. So Twitter people, you have the picks. They are out in the Twitter world. Again, Mr. Sean Higgs, if you want to come follow me. Remember that song? Follow me. Down, why don't you? Or I'm sorry, I'm going back to like 90s, 80s, 90s. All right, Michael A. Higgy, good day, my friend. Grabbed Diamondbacks Angels over 9.5 last night. Sitting at 10 now. I don't hate it with Nelson and Anderson. 2 guys who could give up some runs for sure. Can't say no. Can't say no to that. Michael A. Hopefully I get a few homers in that one tonight. Should with those 2 pitchers, Mike. Should. J-Rock, 958 parlay came through last night. Whee! 958er. Can't beat that. 757 today. Otani, Ribby, Tatis, Trey Turner over bases. Otani should be good. The guy's had a super June. I don't know if I'm running to a Tatis Padre. We loving Tatis. I mean, I guess what are you hoping for? A leadoff homer from him? Is that what we're gonna hope for? I mean, batting leadoff Tatis. Not good. I mean, the guy could go yard, so it's not a terrible one. and turning over bases, same thing. He's played a little better. Phils versus score, lefty. Uh, Twitter is acting up, says Raj. Is it? I don't know. I tweet out, no problem. Steven, look at this. He's a member. Steven says, hey, you know what? I'll support Higgs, $4.99. If you're on picks on the winning free picks, subscribe. Come on. There's enough of you out there. Let's go. Good afternoon. Not a terrible day. We hit some Jays, Orioles, and Texas Roadblocks. The Jays, again, I don't, I lost with the Jays, but you know what? I'm not betting on a ball. Like, I said this before. I'm not going to bet on a team that's lost 5 in a row and that had scored like 7 runs in 5 games, and the other pitcher, Barrios, has been pitching well. So that's fine. They lose. I'll be back on Toronto Day. Sure. The O's, again, you lay an egg. All right. Not going to go back on these guys, right? They're in a little bit of a slump. And now Texas is a big one for me. I got smoked pretty good on Texas personally yesterday. I was high on Texas. I said it on Thursday. I was all gung ho on them, right? I mean, you push back a starter. You're looking to take on your big brother. I thought we had a shot, right? But, what are we going to do with Texas? I like Texas again today with Evaldi on the hill. Anthony Pounded. Yuri Perez over 5.5 Ks. Pounded's a baseball card guy. I don't hate the Ks for Yuri. 5.5. Hunter Brown over 5.5 Ks himself, minus 140. Hunter Brown K prop. Yeah. Let's see. Here we go. 5.5. So he's had 7, 7, 4, 5, 8, 10, 9, 8, 3, 4. All right. I don't hate it. The 140, I'm going to be like, but I don't think it's a bad one. He's put him up. T-Money. I don't see the join button. My brother just made some cash work, so I'm going to join. It should be right there. If you're on the Win a Free Pick channel, it's right there on the where it says Win a Free Picks, and then it says like there should be a join right next to it on the banner there. Steven. So I'm upset about my Friday night K leader. I had Jazagre, Barrios. They both got 8, and that was the leader. Canning got 100 pitches without the pitch. He got 9. Oh, my goodness. 30. Canning would have been the last guy for me. Wow. 100. Well, normally 100 pitchers, get them out of there. They left Canning in for 100 pitches. I guess because he gave up the runs early, right? I mean, he gave up 5 early, and then he settles down. Unbelievable. 9 Ks. Henry had 8 Ks too, by the way. Ugh. Dude gives up 5 runs. You think he's out of it. No, so he pitches 6. Yeah. 5 in 2 innings. T-Money, 3-in-1 day, baby. Stroh's got it done. Good call, T-Money. You said the Strohs. I was against you. Winner. D-backs. Again, the Angels. What are we doing with the Angels team? Trade away Ohtani, Angels. Stop pretending. Stop pretending you're good. At 134, the Rays minus 1.5. Did lose with the trash Orioles. Rays, again, I talked about the Rays, and we could joke, never in doubt there. You're down 4-0. That's why I don't want to play with McClanahan. I was not sure. And even on you would have, Seattle first 5 would have been, would have been a way to go with my thinking. But again, I just stayed away from that one. Didn't love how everybody was on Tampa. Is everybody going to join, jump on them again today on the Tampa, the Tampa with Glasnow on the hill? I want to go over there. Steven, join the club. Thank you very much, Steven. Appreciate it. Michael B. I think Mike joined the club too. Yeah, last night I thought Mike joined. Good afternoon, Michael. Good to see you. Michael A. I went out for a couple pops last night. Hey, how'd your day? Nothing. I got beat up yesterday. Terrible Friday. And again, you want to see my Fridays in June? These are my Fridays in June. 2-8, 3-8, 2-7. That's it. Those 3 days wiped out an entire month of profits. You go 7-23. And again, plus money, maybe minus 115, 120. Nothing crazy, but here I am, down for the year. And in July 1st, we're down. I got some more to do next couple months. Pounded Sports, Pirates over 3.5 team total for all the coin. Don't let Burns come in and steal your bag, Pound it. Trevor, I got the Stros today. Mets under Reds money line, Dodgers run line. Let's start out with the Stros. Hunter Brown and Nate Eovaldi. Again, you're getting nice plus money here. Houston's won 3 in a row. Texas has dropped 2 straight. Maybe Texas isn't for real now, right? I was high on them yesterday, and I love Hunter Brown. I got a Rookie of the Year ticket. I'm not going to complain plus money with the Stros. I understand. Mets under. That's a tough one because you see the Mets collapse. Where's the bullpen? This team, I don't know what the Mets. I just don't know. I think they should trade Scherzer. I'm trying to get out of Lindor, $32 million a year. This team is a mess. You got no pitching, you got nobody really hitting, but yet they're bad enough where they can give up 5 runs and the total cashes against you. San Fran plus 130, Trevor. Plus 130. There you go. San Fran plus 130. Reds. Listen, Reds are. I don't want to say they're for real, right? Because we said this with Pittsburgh. He had a hot run. Now, since he's winning again here, is it you went 12-0, you lost a couple to the Braves, and the Braves are now 22-3, basically. Their last, I think they won. They're 14-1 in their last 15. Now you've just won 3 in a row. You took a couple from Orioles on the road, and I think the Orioles are a tough little team. Well, we'll see how they do. They just lost 2 out of 3 to Cincy, and now they've lost to a Minnesota team which is 219 on the road. You're beating the Padres here who can't score. And the Padres, again, 4th place team. Are you beating bad teams? Granted, you should beat the bad team. If you're better than a bad team and you're a decent team or on your way to being a good team, beat them. I got Cincy money line myself. I got 140. I don't hate it. Are these guys the real deal? Are they going to make it? Are they going to try to get a pitcher at the deadline? Right? They need a pitcher, I think. But are they going to go all in for like a rental kind of guy? And Dodgers run line. Listen, I said yesterday, like take Kansas City. I'm not laying 230. And here comes Urias. I mentioned McClanahan yesterday. Here comes Urias off the injured list. I mean, at least they pulled Shanahan for a tweak. Well, he didn't look too good yesterday. Urias was actually on a rehab for an injury. He was hurt. Do I want to lay 225 with that kind of guy? Although Lynch has a lifetime 5 ERAs. I mean, again, a run line only. I agree. And the run line is what? A 145 on a run line, Trev? 145 a little steep for me, at least, run line. I don't like laying 145 on a money line. Time to sweep the board. My most worrisome one there would be the Mets under. Mets under. I think the Stros after that. And believe it or not, I think the Reds. I think the Reds are like the best play there. Obviously Dodgers versus Kansas City, but T-Money has Carlos Santana homer plus 630. Carlos Santana, is he done? I thought he was. Does he play the guitar too? Jays run line and 1.5 at 2.5. 2.5 boosted to $3. And of course the Reds at running line plus 230. Got to be on the Reds. They're playing good ball today. I don't hate the juiced up line there and doubling up on Kikuchi and the Jays. All right. Boston won yesterday. So what? So they had lost. They hadn't scored much. Nice win. Let's see how you do today. I don't hate it. 1.5, 2.5 boosted. Sure. The Miz is in the house. FYI, Toronto 1737 against Lefties. Just a reminder for the future. Well, they're playing a righty today, Cutter Crawford. So is that obviously that's a lefty starters, I'm guessing. Lefty starters. Not when they face a bullpen guy can get a win off that. Taylor Moore minus 120 on the leaderboard. Davis coming in. I guess that's golf. Michael B, here he is. First subscriber, folks. Be like Mike. Be like Steve. Subscribe to the channel. How about those Giants? But they're Mariners straight trash. Yeah, Giant. And you said you live bet them last time. I'm like, oh boy, that's a waste. I was like, what are we doing here? Need a miracle. The straight trash Mariners. You're up 4-0. It's 4-3. You can't just give up. How many teams have just blown leads like this? Like you think the game's over at 4-0. It's not. It's not. Bullpen comes in. Ugh. Well, hold on. I skipped Shea. Shea's coming in on the Cubbies with Stroman. Do I want to lay a 135 or maybe run line bigger plus money with the Cubbies? Either way, I don't hate it. I don't hate it. I like Stroman. Phillies run line, although I do have the Nats in the video here against Wheeler. Phillies dropped again last night's game. Kind of made sense. Off the road trip, come home. Oh, it's only the Nationals. We should beat them. And you end up losing there. Gray had been tough. And here comes Gore, who, again, they're the Nationals. They don't get a lot of wins, but he hasn't pitched bad. He hasn't pitched terribly. Now, head to head, you've destroyed these guys, right? 8-1 last 9. It's easy to come in and say, I'll just do a run line at -$2. Or, excuse me, run line is even money. Money line is minus like 202. So I understand the Phillies run line, sure. White Sox run line, only way to go against the A's. And Toronto first 5, I like it. The Miz coming in with the Nats money line again. Again, I like the Nats. I got them in chat here plus 185. 1-3 straight. And maybe Philly falters again. Who knows that? At 185, I'll take a shot with you here. Washington under the 8.5. I don't know about that one. Why do I feel if they lose this game, it'll be not a blowout, but over the 8.5. You know what I'm saying? 7-3. Something where they lose. But Philly's actually on a 2-8 under run. So you know what? That's not too bad, miss. Atlanta under the 9. I get it because you're thinking, let's be honest, you think Perez is going to shut these guys down and not going to score 7, 8, 9 runs. Right? That's what I'm guessing on that one. I agree. Dodgers run line. Again, 140, 145 versus KC. I can't say no to that. Tampa Bay under 8.5. See, that one I don't know about. I like Kirby, but Glass now to me is just like McClanahan. He's still coming back. He's going to be 5 innings. I got a bullpen that actually performed really good yesterday. And people hate the bullpen. I don't know. It's a no-go for me. White Sox, yes, run line. A Nerfy from my guy Deshay, like the Yanks Cardinals under Nerfy. I agree. Yes. I'm always down for some Nerfies. Davis says Seattle minus 110. MLS. This is the MLS. We're not talking Glass now and Kirby. We're talking Major League Soccer, right? Is that what that is? I'm assuming Major League Soccer. Nerfy Brewers Pirates. Yes, I'm all for the Nerfy. I got the under for the game in the chat here. So here we go. Pirates under 8 and the Pirates plus 120. John is in the house. Finally had a great day yesterday. Had all the Atlanta ribbies. Yeah, 14 ribbies. 14 runs. So excellent with the Ruby props there. Tiny Homer gets there. Cincy money line. Thanks for strikeout leader yesterday. Good call. You got the strikeout leader, huh? Did you get it? Because someone had Canning. Pirates and Rays, nice comebacks. Yeah, Ronnie. I mean, I had written the Pirate run down as a loss, and I wasn't even up for the Seattle game. But that was, you're now 4-0. You come back. Your starter gets beat up. Excellent win. Trevor Higgs, I got a 90-minute drive home. Keep this going for me to make it drive better. You got it. When did you put that in here? 11:03? You got your cover there. It's like 15 minutes. We got time. Well, at least you're going to get an hour. You know that. T-Money, Marlins are on the same level as the Braves. Maybe Marlins first 5, but Braves are rolling. That's gutsy to fade them. No, they are not same. The Braves right now, offensively, are just crushing the ball. But again, I got Yuri. That guy's been really good. He hasn't really given up much. So I'll take a shot with him at the 150 mark. You have to. You don't have to, I guess. Atlanta's won 7 in a row and 14 of 15. Don't want to get in front of that truck. Especially when you have, again, Charlie Morton isn't a guy, though. I want to. How about a team? You can't. I don't even want to do a team total over with Atlanta. Like you see the numbers for Perez, you're like, oh. Team I says Seattle stinks. Not a big fan of the Mariners. I said a lot of swear words when Tampa went down 4-0. Yeah, you're probably thinking like, what the heck? Well, you shouldn't be thinking that because the guy was pulled out of the game because he quote unquote tweaked something, and you don't know how he's going to respond. He responds giving up 4 runs. Damon requested a trade. Why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't Lillard request a trade? Where's that team going? And he's 32. It's not like he's some young cat. They're not building around him. The NBA. Oh, I got to request a trade now. So that's great. So every team knows you want out. They can hold you over a barrel. You screw the old team. I mean, what do you expect's going to happen when you sign? Last night somebody brought up like the Rockets assigned VanVleet for like $40 million a year. Is that a joke? $40 million a year for Fred VanVleet? Patty, come on, Hanks. Raise money line was exactly like the Rays team total over. Never in doubt. No sweat, sleep like a baby. I doubt 4-0 good. I like spotting 4 runs. Easy winner. Spot the 4 runs on a run line. Davis, Connecticut plus 11 WNBA. The Connecticut Sun. Happy Canada Day. The little lady at the farmer's market had like some Canadian kind of cake or something. I'm like, what is this? Of course, I had to make a joke about elk meat and syrup. And she's a Canuck. She could bake, though. Biz, a pitcher day for Cincy I saw live last week against the Orioles. Pretty bad. Yeah, he's terrible. Williamson. I mean, yeah, he's not good. But is San Diego any good? I don't think San Diego's good. I think Cincy could hit. I know Waka's had a great season, but like 170 with Waka? I mean, he's up to what is this line now? I mean, are you kidding me with that line? Michael Waka. The Padres lost 6 in a row, yet they're still ginormous favorites. Why? Yeah, I guess, they're due to win. They're due. Locking in with the Kings in the house. Good to see you, King D. T-Money. If you're all betting the Marlins, might as well take a massive reverse line. Either Marlins by 2 or 3. Plus money, they get smoked. Really? Why not take the Marlins? The Marlins either win by... Well, I could see them winning like a 4-3 game. So I don't know if I'm taking them by 3 runs. You want to go a run line, -1.5 from the win by 2, I understand. But more than that, I don't know. How do you feel about the Stros today? I mean, Evaldi last night was a 120 fave, 118 fave. It's up to 140 now. 140, I'm probably not getting involved on Texas. At 120, I am. I like Texas at 120. 140, probably a run line. And I like Hunter Brown. How about an under? How about an under in Texas? J-Rock, Otani Ribby plus 130. A 130? Really? Take the Otani Ribby plus 130. Write it down. I've got to get it myself. Otani RBI plus 130. Definitely worth it. Ronnie says, Yanks roll on today. Listen, I'm a Yankee guy. Right? I worked at Gecko and Company for Gordon himself. Right? So we're Yankee season ticket holders. That's a joke. Everybody have seen Wall Street. Why wouldn't you take them? You're a dog in game 1. You're a small fave in game 2. I got Sevy and Cole. And again, Sevy hasn't even pitched well. Cole's been tremendous. St. Louis is in last place. They're 14 games under 500? There's no way I'm taking St. Louis in either game. And most times in doubleheaders, I'm like, I'll take the dogs because you got a chance to split. Now, if St. Louis was a dog in both of these games, decent dogs, I mean, Flannery he's a fave in this game. And I guess Sevy's been bad. The Yankees overall, not a good team, right? I talk about how Boone has really overachieved with a bad team. I can't lay 135 with Flannery in the cards. I take Yanks both games. I think you have to take either team both games. And if you think Flannery is a good fave at 140, then you take St. Louis both games. I don't know. Davis, Atlanta over 18 outs. What is this? -1. Atlanta gets over 18 outs. -160. Well, that's a lock right there because they have to get over 18 outs. Or are you playing for a rainout? J-Rock, Twinkies, money line. I like this one. Say Correa over 1.5 bases. Kirilov Ribby plus $7. I don't hate it. I got the Twins here in the chat plus 130. Is Correa going to turn it on? Kirilov, nice young player. Worth a shot for $7. Member alert, Stephen Bowman. I figured Seattle was going to lose once Bryce Miller had the blister issue, and they probably gave up a moonshot to Randy or Rosena. Seattle Bowman came in. Yeah, they can be up and down. Rosarena has a nice little season. Tampa's a good little club, man. I don't know. Selling Tampa short here. Jeff hit the Barrios K last night plus 120. Any K props I like today? I would definitely look at a Cole K prop. I know it's probably going to be like a 7 or 8. You know, how about a Burns K prop over the Pirates? I don't know the exact numbers though. I don't know the numbers. Don't know the numbers. J Rock, you know what? Jeff, pen is out. I'm going to write down for tomorrow. K props. K props, Jeff Bell. So I'll look at some K props in the morning. Actually, he's batting second behind Kim, who's been hitting. All right. Well, yesterday he batted leadoff. He batted leadoff yesterday. He was a leadoff hitter. Davis, LA Dodgers -2. Only run line. Jeff Bell, Jays will lose this afternoon. I hope not. I like the Jays this afternoon. They got them on a run line, Jeff. Don't put that bad juju out there, man. I don't need that after a bad month. Orioles are in trouble, yes. They're kind of scuffling a bit of late. Would they drop 3 in a row? But I don't mind. Here's the thing. A team loses 3 in a row. That's fine with me. The best team's going to lose 3 in a row. The worst team, we saw the A's win 7 in a row. All right? I mean, they have 22 wins. They won 7 in a row. We saw the Reds, who were 10 games under 500, win 12 in a row. All right? I mean, teams go on win streaks. Teams go on losing streaks. How to recover. What happens in between those win streaks? Justin, we keep riding the Nats and the Reds in a plus money until they lose 2 in a row. Yuri on the mound, like Randy Johnson, man. Yuri's pretty good. I got to take him on the plus 150, Justin. King D, we got another KBO win this morning. Doosan Bears. You're 17-8 in KBO, King D? Good for you. Roger Federer's here. Don't like the Trey Turner base pick. No? I mean, I don't love it because I got the Nats here in the chat at plus 185. So, of course, I don't want Trey Turner to get on base, and I know I'm in trouble. Stephen Bowman, member number 2. Take the Nats run line or money line, Wheeler on the Hill. Okay, I took a money line in the chat. You want to take them run line? Here we go. They are 30-11 run line on the road. Is it worth a shot? The Phillies are 11-25 on a run line at home. So that kind of works out to what? A 55-22 record to the run line for the Nats? I don't know. Looks like a run line should be in play there. Arizona +2 today. That's what you're posting down here at Arizona. I mean, I don't know what kind of line that is for Arizona. I mean, I'm seeing them at a pick 'em. Take the Great jumping in to say what's up. I'm not just about college football. I know you are. Hope your weekend great. Take the Great. I appreciate you popping in, and we'll have some college football coming up pretty soon. Steven, we are doing the card open. Yeah, I'll do the card after the show. There you go. Repack wax. Generations of collectors distinctly recall the thrill of opening a fresh wax pack. We'll do that. UFC card is not the best, but Carolina plus 187, Lee 170, couple good sized dogs. Good luck in the UFC. The other day I asked you over under. Kevin, the other day I asked you over and under is based on the pitcher or the hitters. Again, I look at the pitchers. I look at how the team is overall doing. And hitting wise, I mean, the Minnesota Twins and the Tigers are hitting like 220 on the road. Is that, am I racing to bet an over with those two kind of teams? No. Yeah. Twins got a guy on the hill who's been really good, not giving up runs this year. I'll take it under. I mean, the Padres. People want to race to bet over to the Padres. I don't understand. They've hit the under like 48 times. So, and even the Twinkies. How are the Twinkies? They're 44 and 36 to the end. I thought it'd be more with that pitching staff. Thought we'd get more unders. Don says, at Sports Shop, I'm giving you an expert on card investments. Yeah, Brian De La Cruz, Julio Rodriguez, Jake Berger. Yeah, they're working out splendid for me. 900 on J-Rod cards. Thanks. Thanks, Ant. Terrible. Steven. Henry was 95 to 1. Unbelievable. 95 to 1. Hey, at 8Ks. Davis, Yankees. Yes, Yankees in both games. Take great. Phillies money line. No. White Sox money line. No. Otani hit parlay. Oh, here we go. So we parlay him up for $1.95. I kind of like the Nats. So, but I don't hate this for plus 195. I mean, you got two teams in Philly and Chicago who are 2-1 faves themselves, and Otani to get a hit, and you're getting plus $2. Yeah, winner. Michael A. Would I be crazy if I took the White Sox team total of 5.5? I don't think so. The A's are bad. They should score 5. They should win this game 8-3. It shouldn't be close. Maurice, good afternoon. 4-1 yesterday. Tigers only loser. Tigers and the Rockies. People want to bet that Tiger Rocky game. Not sure why. Pound it. Tampa over 7. Locked in early. I agree with that. I agree. White Sox run line. Only you can't lay $2 with Dylan Cease. He's minus 210. He's not the same guy as he was last year. The White Sox are 10 games under 500. Want to lay 210? Laying 210's like, no. Justin had Pirates, Reds, Marlins, D-backs, Astros, and Nats coming back with all today doggies. Biting them again? All the same ones you had yesterday? I mean, it's a good day yesterday. It's what? 2-1, 3-1, 4-1 day, all nice sized doggies. Run it back, Justin. You're going to still be up money even if you take a donut today. Maurice, Tampa Bay run line. Easy money last night. Never in doubt. There you go. Was never in doubt. Over in Tampa. Rocking chair win. Just sit back and collect your money. Steven, so it was a dead heat tie. If you had Canning and Henry, you would split your winnings on both. I would definitely be happy splitting 95 to 1 and 31 to 1. Seriously. Wow. Houston today. I like Texas, although not at 140. Not at 140. I joined. I couldn't figure out that I was that to be on the Winning Free Picks channel. Yes. You got to be on Winning Free Picks channel for it to come up. Winning Free Picks. Get on Winning Free Picks and support the show, people. Let's go. Should be worried about the Yankees. I'm not worried about the Yankees. I mean, should you be worried about the Yankees? Yeah, but for a whole slew of other problems, like, hi, the lineup stinks, and are we ever going to get decent pitching? There's reasons to be concerned about the Yanks. But today's a spot. You take them in both games. If they lose both games to St. Louis, it'll be a good look at a line show tonight. Trevor, thank you for your input. You got it, Trev. Good seeing you. Miz, top play today. Padres team total over 4.5. I like it. I like that. I think they score runs today. I mean, I think Cincy scores runs also, but yeah, this guy's terrible. He's a bad pitcher. What's there to say? Pine Bluff repping Chris Tatum, my guy. A thumbs up to my $1.99 check. Internet could do better than. Seriously. Exactly, Chris. That's why I said, you know what? I found the join button so you can subscribe. $4.99 to the channel. $4.99 is better than $1.98. Reds are the. What are you talking about, T-Money? Where is the block? This is the kind of stuff. The Reds are a poor man Braves. What planet are you on? You're going to spin right off this rock? How are they the poor man's Braves? What are you talking about? A 3-week stretch? Come on, T-Money. Braves minus 165 today. I like the Marlins plus 150, Davis. I can't. Perez has just been so good. I know the Braves on the whole have been good, but Charlie Morton? I'll take Perez 150. Maurice, I hope Atlanta doesn't do my guy Yuri bad today. Take it easy on him. He's a kid. I'm on the Marlins. We'll see how good Yuri is. Good lineup for Atlanta. The NAR, what's there to say, right? 15 to 1, 14 to 1, 23 and 1 run on, whatever the heck. They're good. Higgs, what do you say? Missed about my picks. Suggestion. Your picks that you put in early in the show today? You said you like the White Sox money line and the Marlins. So I'm with you on the Marlins. And the White Sox game, I would prefer you do a run line as opposed to laying a 210 with Cease. So White Sox run line and the Marlins, they're in the chat. They're in the chat. Andy minus 190 MMA cafe fight. A 190? We got day action in MMA. Justin, rough loss for underbettors in the Reds and the Padres. What are you talking about, Ruff? I was never in doubt for overbettors, Justin. Easy win. Rogers looking for a home run prop. Home run prop. I'm going to let's see. You got to give me a second to find a home run prop here with these teams. Let's see. Home runs. Who's been crushing the last week? Well, Otani's been good. Louis Roberts has 5 home runs. Acuna. Let's see the last 2 weeks. Who's killing it? I don't want to do Matt Olson because he's facing Yuri Perez. I mean, I guess Otani could, I throw Otani out there. Louis Roberts, but he's played in Oakland, is tough. How about Mookie in Kansas City? Ketel Marte. I do Otani and Ketel Marte. Otani, Ketel Marte for homers. Again, there's some Texas guys I want to jump on here, but I like Hunter Brown. Like all the guys who are hitting, Rosario, Acuna, Duran, Garcia for Texas. I mean, they're all facing a decent pitcher. How about Lane Thomas is on fire with homers? Let's go Drury, Otani, and Ketel Marte. We'll go out to Anaheim. The old California Angels. J-Rock, Correa over 1/2 bases boosted to 187. I mean, how has he been hitting? How has he been hitting? Mr. Correa. I know he's only hitting 200 on the season. Not doing too well. Did he have some hits yesterday? I mean, they won 8-1. Hopefully, did he produce? Correa batting leadoff. Batting leadoff with his enormous 217 batting average. So, let's see. 2 hits yesterday. 2 hits, 1 hit, 0-0-2, 1-1-0-1-1. So last 10 games, he doesn't even have a hit a game. You need 2 hits or 2 bases. He's hit that in 3 of 7. I don't know if I'm running. I don't know. Justin, great 170 against the Big Bros. Was he 170 yesterday? Gray was 170. Went up to 170 yesterday? Yeesh. Tamoose, my guy. Parlay any O's. Cleveland, 2.5 runs for 122. Both teams at plus 2.5 runs or just Cleveland, 2.5 runs? Darren Stewart minus 170, says Davis. T-Money says betting against the Braves like pouring a copious amount of shampoo into your eyes. Hey, if it's no tears, it won't bother you. Maurice, I took the Nats money line yesterday, but I'm going to stay away today. I don't hate that look. I mean, it's tough. You cashed a big one. I understand. Steven says the Reds money line, sure. Natties plus 1.5, absolutely. Cubbies, yes. D-backs money line, 15-1. I don't hate any of these. Milwaukee today. Burns versus the Pirates. Pirates won 4 in a row, so give me the Pirates here. I got the under 8 as well. Steven says, I'm seeing a 7 in a Rays game. Wow, I kind of like the over there. Justin says, please fade the Cardinals, Brewers, Mets, White Sox anytime you see a minus next to their name. I mean, The White Sox are 210 fave say against Oakland. They should be a fave. 210? I don't want to lay 210. That's for sure. The Mets, I don't want, I mean, 150 versus anybody? No, thank you. Brew Crew, the same. I know Burns is good. I don't want to lay 150. 130? I'll think about it. And the Cardinals, absolutely never. San Francisco plus the 127. What is this? San Fran plus 2? I'm going now I have San Fran plus 130 here at the 130 mark against the Mets. So I'm with you on San Fran. Steven says that the Marlins money line plus 160, but the Braves run line plus 122. I think you're a winner either way, right? Marlins either win or lose a close one. So I mean, right? Braves win 6-3 or the Marlins win 5-2. I think you're safe. I think you got a minimum $22 in your pocket. Davis says Minnesota at 3 p.m. today. He likes the Twinkies. I like the Twinkies. I got him in the chat here, plus 130. Steven says, I'm a Heat fan. Hope Miami can bring him back to South Beach. I don't know. Who are they trading? Who are they trading to get him? Who's Miami have to trade to Portland? Steven, I got the Rays run line of plus money when the game was tied. Excellent win for you, Steven. That's the way to do it. T-Money, I guess Dame is going to the Heat. Give me a break. Dame and Jimmy, please. They'll be brawling in the locker room by All-Star break. The NBA is trash right now. Yes, it is, T-Money. Thank you for agreeing with what I've been saying for the entire season when we're talking about it. And where's that team going? It's like the Suns. Another guy, another injury guy there. Ridiculous. Yeah, they are getting paid for sure. Tampa Bay today. Glass now. No, again, didn't love the game yesterday. Don't love it again today. Michael, did Dame request a trade? He did. This gave 160 to Jeremy Grant. I mean, it's a joke. Jeremy Grant. I don't even know Jeremy Grant. Davis, Dodgers. Run line only on the Dodgers, Dave. Steven, T-Money and the NBA's crap. T-Money says the NBA's. Yes. Yes, it is. Tell him. It's terrible. Higgs, I see you in the membership now. It's like for $4.99, because people I understand, right? People don't like buying picks. And again, do I always hype selling things? Not really, but listen, $4.99, I think people would do that or should do that, T-Money, how the heck are Cardinals favored? I wasn't planning to bet them. Well, the favored, it's Sevy hasn't pitched well. But Flannery, I get the Yanks struggle scoring runs. That's number one. But I can't take St. Louis. No, thank you. Ronnie, got lucky with the Braves game over 50.5 runs. Over plus 550. Lost 2 other overs that would have won. If I bet the normal opening total line, I should take your advice, big segment of it. Listen, it's exciting, Ryan, because it's like a parlay. You see the big juiced up number, you're like, I could get there, and I totally understand that. I get it. Now, if you lost 2 others, but if you're winning 550, if you go 1-2 and make 550 on one game, you better made money on the night, because then you got a problem. If you're making 550 and you're losing, no, then definitely stop. 1-2 with a plus 550 winner. Oh my goodness. Michael says, I love the NBA, but free agent class is not very good and teams are overpaying. Well, that's what they do. That's what they do. Stephen, Otani to get a ribby is down to 105. Well, it was a 130 when we talked about it. That's because we have 500 people watching. That's what we did. We can move markets here, Stephen. Wheezy Gun. What do you got here, Wheezy Gun P? Baltimore by 2 runs is a lock. Input my life. Wheezy Gun, the pen is coming out for you. Wheezy Gun P. All right. Wheezy's going to go P. But Baltimore BLT, run line lock. All right. They need a win. They've dropped a couple in a row. Miss says, mark my words, San Diego team total over 4.5 should be by the 5th inning. They could have this by the 2nd inning. Padres team total over. Yes. David says, LA Football Club plus 125. A little soccer from our guy Davis out in Cali. T-Money says, it's annoying. I can't find a member button anywhere. I clicked all over. All right, team. Are you on the Win and Free Pick channel? It's not hard to find. Roger. Astros today again. I like Texas, but again, Texas was 120 last night. Now they're 140. How about an under there, Raj? Although I still like Texas. I know Valdi's having a great season. Is it going to continue? Is he going to be the stopper? Is he going to be the man? Cy Young hopeful right here? Get it done, Evaldi. Miz says Orioles have not won a game with black uniforms. Oh, there we go. That's wait till that trend starts coming up, Miz. The old black uniform trend. Michael B. People who want a K prop take anyone facing the Giants. Last 4 games, 12 Ks. Gausman, 10 combined Ks. Against a bullpen game. Bassett 12 Ks, 6 Ks for Cookie. Verlander over K 6.5. There, probably worth a shot there, right? Verlander Ks. Davis says St. Louis City minus 120. Is this soccer St. Louis City as opposed to St. Louis Cardinals? Sure, you don't even give out the best bet of the day. I just found a top play. Pirates team total over 3.5 at 115 is a gift. I don't know if that's a gift. I mean, Burns is not terrible. Pirates needed a miracle comeback yesterday. I mean, I kind of like the under here today. I don't know if that's a gift at 3.5. Robert, good morning. Cubbies, Stros, Tampa Bay today. Stroman, sure. Stros, I'm not loving. I like Evaldi there. And Tampa Bay, I'm not betting Glass now. No, thank you. Get the attack 6. Yeah, really seen the board well in KBO. Apparently, I mean, 68%. That's not really good. That is excellent. Steven, I like Gore over 6.5 Ks versus the Phillies. Is he going to get there, Gore? Let's check out the Gore numbers. 9, 8, 4, 3, 6, 11, 5, 7, 3, 9. Yeah. He should get there. He should get that 7. Davis says LG Twins in the KBO. 135. Where's King D? King D, what do you think about Davis's KBO picks? Steven, Phillies have the most strikeouts the last 14 games with Pitt and Washington. Take Wheeler over 6.5 plus 5.5 and throwing Gore over 6.5. Parlay or just separate. Washington doesn't strike out, though. They don't strike out. Michael A., I took it, Hickey. White Sox team total over 5.5 minus 105 for $2. With the profit boost on FanDuel, pays out $2.90. I don't hate it. Go for it, Michael A. Steven says Tampa Bay money line over 7.5 plus 280 or 230 for under. Do both or just the over line is down to 7. Huh. Again, I'm not high on Glass now right now. Groovy. J-Rock, any horses? There we go. J-Rock, we're looking for a horsey. Groovy, good to see you. I don't trust Stroman's blister. That's right, he had a blister. Oryx Buffalo, minus the 140. J-Rock, someone with JD Martinez ribby. A JD ribby. Oh, I don't hate it. Keep playing the Royals. Pirates pitcher is really good. I mean, Groovy. Let's slow down a second with the Pirate pitcher being really good. This guy, I think he's 0-8 on the year or something like that too. three wins. I mean, he's not really. Hold on a second. Let me find him. 3-8 with a 4 ERA. T-Money. So come on, brother. You must not believe in the Reds, but I take the Reds over the Marlins any day. The Reds are for real. They're just young, but they're a lot like the Braves the year before. I don't know if they're a lot like the Reds the year before. I don't think that at all. The Braves had pitching. The Reds don't have pitching. The Braves the year before had Max Fried pitching well. Strider was good. I mean, they had pitching. Who's pitching well on the Reds? Come on. I mean, I listen. I like Abbott. I like Ben Lively. I like Hunter Green. I like Lodolo. I like Ascraft. I do like them. I don't know if they're better than the Marlins. Marlins definitely got much better pitchers. Not even close. T-Money. Won World Series. I love what they have going on. Oh, the Braves won a World Series. Yeah, Braves are an excellent team. Giants team total over 4 versus Verlander, says Rob Franklin. I mean, I don't hate it. Ain't the Mets? What are you getting out of Mets? They're a crapshoot. Cubs home run prop for Ian Happ says groovy. Feeling groovy with a Happ home run prop here. Interesting. Let's go to the Cubby. How's Tanner Beebe? I mean, I don't know, man. Beebe's not terrible. Has Happ been that hot lately? How many home runs Beebe's given up here? 5 home runs and 5 road starts. I mean, I guess I don't hate it. Opposing hitters 308 against him on the road. He could go yard. It could happen. More reason to like the Cubbies, I guess. Stroh's team total over 3.5. Yeah, you like 3.5 versus Uvalde? I got to say no to that. Tampa over, I agree with. I like that game to go over. Rob says Lillard wants to trade. Yep. Rob is late to the show. We've talked about that already. NASCAR, says J-Rock. Chris Boucher, top 10 plus 250. Trucks Jr., top 5, 2.25 on the Speedway. Want to pull the trigger on the Marlins first 5? I don't disagree. I got Miami full game, so I'm with you on Miami. Mr. Hill's in the house. Dodgers run line, yes. Braves game over, no. Rockies game over. Again, why do people want to bet Detroit and Colorado? What do they say? What am I missing in this? That people love to bet Detroit yesterday and want to come back on this game. I don't even have a pitcher listed. Rays game over, yes. Michael B. Be like Mike. Subscribe to the channel, folks. Have a good day. Got a ton of errands run before the fights. Have a good one. Enjoy the fights. Get some good grilling on. Robert says, Grisham, the Padres homer, plus 450. You want to grab somebody on the Padres for a homer day, decent money? Go for it. I'm not going to say no. Groove says, right, Justin, we're fading the Brewers all the way. Burns is too overrated, and the Pirates pitcher's way underrated. I don't know if he's underrated. The team, I think, is underrated. The Pirates. They're kind of scrappy. They're still kind of winning games. I mean, they pulled it out yesterday. And again, I'm calling Burns to Arizona. That's what I want to see. Burnsy to Arizona. Aces game over in WNBA. Las Vegas Aces over, says Damon Hill. T-Money. Twins are dumpster fire. Should smoke them. I'm probably done with the Santana over just a bit. So Mini won yesterday. Orioles have lost 3 in a row. They should win the Orioles. I had them yesterday. They didn't win. They got absolutely demolished. Roger says, I'll trust Ohtani for a homer. Watch him get 0. It's just, again, I'm not a big home run prop guy. I'd rather do a ribby. We talked about it earlier. It was plus 130. Now it's down to 105. Rob Franklin, Jake Berger, White Sox homer. There you go. Berger's got some power. Stephen Bowman, NBA Prince by the minute. I was upset when Miami gave Duncan Robinson the $100 million. Shoots threes and plays no D. Defense is optional. Absolutely. Miz says, FYI, hot and humid here in Baltimore. So we're going to see some runs in Baltimore, you're saying. Nick says, I had the over Reds game yesterday. I didn't know I won. How it happened. These unders getting smashed today on the Yankees over and under Pirates. Yeah, easy winner with that. Extra innings. Extra inning. Boy, the phantom runner. Ridiculous. Yankee over Padre, I don't hate. The Yankee one's tough to do Yankee overs. But Pirate under, yes. Got that here in the chat. Degenerate Ringer. What do you got here? J Sox, yes, run first inning. Normally I'm a nerfy guy. I think when you send out a starting pitcher, you should be able to get 3 outs. That being said, in this case, I do have Toronto, so hopefully they hit Cutter Crawford early. So I would say yes to this one. Bill McDowell says Red Sox over the Cooch. I like the game to go over because I got Toronto run line, so I need runs. Ronnie, I made more money, but I'm saying long term I should probably sell points for a bigger plus money payout. Otherwise, pros would be betting this way. Maybe rarely it makes sense in some situation. So when you're buying up on the totals, I mean it looks nice. It's like a parlay, right? It looks really good. Wow, they just got to score this runs. I get X amount. I mean, and I'm all for looking for a little edge plus money. Like if and that's why I say like during football season, if I'm taking a dog within 10, I think that dog has a chance to win outright. If I'm taking a fave, it should win by 30. Game shouldn't be close. So if you're taking a total, You're not thinking that it goes over by a run, right? You're taking over 8.5. You think my team's going to score 8 runs at least. I should win this game 8-3. It's not even close. So I don't hate the 550. I understand the allure. I get it. I get it. But it's not easy to hit those things. That's why the odds are so high. Team money. I'm on the right channel, but maybe because I'm on a phone. Could be. Burns is a doo-doo man. You're not a big Burns guy, huh? I think, listen, he's not as good as he was the other years. Uh, but I don't know if he's just like annoyed with the team, the whole arbitration thing, or like, oh, you're not, they told me he's not good. Like, what are you talking about? Now, he'll give up 3 to 4 easy in 5 innings. He's hot garbage. Pirates' easiest team total of the day. The pen's got to come out for that team money. Team money. Pirates' easiest team total of day. All right, Robert. O's no bottom of 9 plus $1. Arizona money line plus $1. Now, I got Minnesota plus 130, but I don't hate this, right? Because Minnesota can't hit. And the Orioles, they dropped 2 in a row. They're going to lose 10 in a row. They're a favorite today. Decent sized favorite. They should win. I don't hate either of these. And I think Arizona wins today too, by the way. Got them in the chat as well. Nick, bookies are going completely wrong. Over, above 9.5 not getting through, and unders 8.5 are getting smashed. Should take first 5. So overs 9.5 are not getting there, and the unders are they're losing. All right, I got to look at this. Let's see. So over 9.5s, losers. Under 8.5s, losers. So one goes under all the time and one goes over. We'll check it out tomorrow. We'll check it out. All right, do you trust the Pirates team total over? Well, apparently, T-Money says this is an absolute mortal lock. Now, do I agree with that? Not really. I like the under today. I was thinking this game was going to be a 4-1 kind of game. I could be totally wrong, according to T-Money. I don't know. Lane Elliott says, Olsen Ribby today. Yes, I do an Olsen. Actually, you know what? How are we doing this against Yuri Perez? No thanks. Oryx Buffalo making me money. They're the Braves of the Japanese League, says T-Money. I like how the LG Twins are in revenge spot. Haven't looked at any of the lines yet for KBO. Thank you, King D. Rob says the Sox plus 150 today. 149er against Kikuchi with Cutter Crawford on the hill. Rob Franklin. Lane says also hopped on a mini line with you. Yeah, it's just, for me, I'm going to fade. Baltimore's lost 3 in a row. We're going to lay 140, 150 with them. I'll take a dog shot there. Dave says Chase Elliott minus 145 today. Nathan says took a little double D action. Diamondbacks and Dodgers. Little parlay play for Nate. J-Rock's coming in. Mets, Mariners, Padres are bad teams. Find ways to lose games. Absolutely they do. That's what bad teams do. And you can't just keep betting them thinking, oh, they're good. Look at this. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Well, you see their season records. Has not happened yet. Groovy says UFC, Dawson for the win, and Armando Brito. For what? Who's Armando Brito? Nate says Cubbies run line. I agree with Stroman. He's having a great season. I like the Cubs, Roger. Nathan said Cubbies run line. I would agree. I'd rather do a run line than a money line. But Beatty hasn't been good on the road. We ran through his numbers earlier. Robert says the Reddies plus 140. Thanks, Cincy. Overpriced bumps. Waka probably goes 5 and turns over the pen. Waka's actually been good this year, so let's not really crush Waka. And I was going through Waka's numbers. When the guy's healthy, he's actually a pretty decent pitcher. That being said, I started the show, Michael Waka over here on covers was 165. He's down to 150 right now. I mean, the lines, listen, we had Cincy last night at plus 140. I know they got a terrible pitcher on the hill. They've won 3 in a row. They won 15 to 17 or whatever they're on. And San Diego's lost 6 straight. I can't lay 150. I don't care who's pitcher San Diego. King D. Hicks just put a unit on the Marlins to win the World Series. I think it's worth a shot. How about I was going to say Marlins, like 2 weeks ago, I was like, hey, how about Marlins to win the NL East? And they go 23-8, and the other guys go 21-7 or something. They can't even pick up a game. Unbelievable. Nick, maybe it was a waste game. A Rockies over and the Rockies are winners. I can't do the Rockies or Detroit. No, thank you. Steven says Groovy is back. David says Milos Ranok, English ATP minus 150. All right, Milos. Milos goes to college. Christian, what do you think about a Rizzo homer? Plus 450 and a Ruby 135. You want to take a shot on a Rizzo homer? I'd be more. I know the 450 looks good. I'd rather take a Ribby. I'd rather do 135 and be happy with 135 as opposed to him getting no homers and you're out of money. I know the 450 is enticing. I'd rather do just a Ribby. Best over game for the day today? Oh, it's got to be the Reds game. It's got to be the Reds game. Number 2, probably Arizona and LA. For me, at least. Fernando, Mr. Soccer himself. Panama game and over 2.5 hit last night. Folks, Fernando has been giving out winners here in the chat the last 2 nights. Please do sell points to take pros. Do sell points to take huge payouts. I don't know a lot of guys who sell points and buy points. I've never bought any points. That draw in Costa Rica game at plus 240, says Fernando. He knows his soccer, folks. Jeff, what do you say? So Brian Adams and Joan Jett in Fort Worth Thursday. Brian says bet the Reds all day today. Joan Jett and Brian Adams. How old is Joan Jett now? She's got to be like close to 70. I mean, when she came out in 81, I think she was like 30. When like I Love Rock and Roll and what was, Bad Reputation. Do You Want to Touch? I mean, how old is she? Brian Adams. Steven, T-Money and his locks, easy money. I love it. It's good, Steve. I like T-Money. You know I love T-Money. Maurice, is the Cubs game a trap? I don't know if it's, how is it a trap? How when you're, Cleveland gets respect because they can pitch a little bit, right? They play unders because they pitch and can't hit. Stroman, maybe someone's talking about his blisters. Maybe it's a thing. Maybe it's a thing. Roger says D-backs won yesterday. Can't trust them today. How can you say that when a team has 49 wins and is in first place? Now, I say they need a pitcher, right? I mean, they got 2 good pitchers. You got a great pitcher in Gallen, a good pitcher in Kelly. Everybody else is a cluster. But to say you can't trust them, somehow they put together 49 wins in a first place finish right now. Roger says, Maurice, I think so. He's thinking the Cubby game is a trap. It's a trap. Where's Admiral Akbar when we need him? Jeff. All right, I saw that. Didn't I see that one already? Fernando, the Brewers and A's hot last night. Oh, please. The A's with a big win, but which is why you come back, I think, with the White Sox run line today, because the A's got their win. Randy just brought my LSU ticket -3. LSU over Florida State. I like it, Randy. T-Money. Burns had 2 or 3 good starts, and the rest he gives up 4 or 5 or 6 or even more runs. They're an emotional roller coaster. I said the Brew Crew would be selling this year. I think they should. They've wasted Burns and Woodruff and Peralta the last 2 years where they were really good. They had Hader and Williams in the bullpen, really good. Did nothing on offense. Woody's on the IL. Burns is taking a step back. Still no offense. You won't bring up Frelick. You won't bring up Chirino, young guys. Trade Burns. Trade Williams out of the bullpen. Trade Peralta. Trade Wade Miley. I mean, the guy's, you don't think somebody will take a Wade Miley right now who's been great this season? And the sad thing is they won't trade because they're in a crap division, just like the AL Central. The NL Central's a disaster. They're a game back of Cincy. Pittsburgh's 4 back. Cubbies are 5 back. They won't sell because, hey, we could win this division. The Alutes +6 over 48.5 says Rob Franklin in the CFL. The Alutes. Ronnie, Pirates team total Over 8 at plus $8. What? Over 8? Ronnie, listen. You're going to do crazy things like that, please. Spend $4.99 and subscribe to the channel, please. You'll get a shirt. You'll get a shirt when I make the shirts up. Scott, I did a parlay Braves, Reds, money line. I don't hate that. I mean, I, and the crazy thing is, I have Miami at 150, but can the Braves win here? That they're on an unbelievable roll right now. Like that would be the one where you think, oh, I got to take the Reds are a 140 with a guy with like a 25 ERA, like Brandon Williams is bad. But the question will play here would be like the Braves, like, do the Braves lose? Again, worth a shot. I don't hate it, Scott. Groovy, rattle and roll horse in Big Ellis Park. Hold on a second. Okay. Rattle and roll, Big Ellis Park, $1 million race number 10. Rattle and roll, says Groovy. Groovy's coming in here trying to steal the thunder from J-Rock with his horses. Chris Brady, good luck today, everybody. Thank you, Chris, for popping in and commenting. Robert says, was Waka hurt? I see his last start was the 19th. I think they pushed him back, yeah. Jess says, she's 65, looks bad, hurt. She has German roads. What the heck is that? What are we talking about here? Is that slang for something? What is that? She has him at her house? I had to go Google if she was sick. Skecko, my everything I do for you, parlay. D-backs and the Yankees. Well, Yankees what? Game 1, game 2? Is it a round robin 3-team parlay with 2 Yankee picks in it? Nick, we were all going wrong. Had over in Diamondbacks yesterday. They scored 6. Angels won. Yeah, they've dropped a 6 spot. Nothing else in that game. Crazy. Bill McDowell, do you want to touch me there? Yeah, she's got to be 70. Seriously, man. That's a crazy video too. If you go back to 1980 and look at that. Team Money, Steven, I know sports, but I'm not terrible. I love the D-backs on, but man, their bullpen is what scares me. I forget about the bullpen. What scares me should be the rotation for the Diamondbacks. They got a bad rotation. They have 2 guys. Everybody else combined ERA is like 650 or something. So you can, again, we see this. You can beat bad teams during the regular season. Hello, New York Yankees. Brian Cashman, the big dummy is. Oh, the blueprint works in the regular season, and it's a crapshoot in the postseason. No, it's not a crapshoot. It's a bad blueprint. Yes, you can beat up bad teams for 162 games, and you played 90 against them. You can beat them at a 60-some% clip and get into the playoffs. Then you face a good team, and they have a 3-4-man staff that can come in and shut your team down. You're in trouble. Doesn't make a difference. You got Gallen and Kelly because you need them to win every single game, and they're not going to win every single game. J-Rock says D-backs have heart. I mean, they got a good lineup. I like the lineup. I like the 2 starters. They need help. They need help. Now, are you a year ahead of schedule? You maybe thought Brandon P. Fatty would be stepping in as a youngster. He's supposed to be a top prospect. You got rid of Mad Bum. Right? So what did you think? We'll see how we do. Maybe be 3rd place and have a little hope for next year. Well, you're in 1st place. It's July. Here comes the dice. Here comes the month of July. This trade deadline starts approaching. You got to make a decision. Are we going to wait? Like, you can't. I don't understand how teams wait. Like, oh, well, there's always next year. There's not always next year. There's not always next year. Guys get hurt. You need luck. Things got to go totally right for you. And if you don't think they're going totally right for a team of 50 wins with 2 starting pitchers and everybody else is terrible, well, make a move. That guy, here he is. That guy, I haven't seen him in 2 days. 8-2-day yesterday with your hit props. Good to see you. Nice finish, June. Me, my side's terrible. I finished June a loser. June, 3 Fridays in June wiped me out for the entire baseball season. A 7-23 Friday. Well, Fridays. 3 Fridays in June. 7-23. Wiped out all my winnings from the start of the year. Terrible. Dela Cruz Ribby plus 115. I don't hate it. It is a little low. How about a Brian Dela Cruz Ribby for the Marlins instead? Probably a little better payday than Ellie. Federer, Twitter not working for me. Twitter's still down. I'm good. Well, it was working for me earlier when I posted the video. Cherry Bomb, Jones Jet in the runway. She's 64. I thought she was older. Only 64, huh? I thought she'd be older too. Huh. T Money is laughing at Ronnie. That guy. Rangers same game parlay. Rangers money line. Garcia hit plus 130. I like it. Garcia's been hitting pretty well. Hitting pretty well. T Money. Twitter's been acting weird this morning. I saw that up. I saw there was like trending Twitter down or something. Steven, T Money, I'm just laughing about the locks. There are no locks. T Money knows this. He just likes me to write down his stuff so I could harass him a little bit. Chris, here's some trends I saw. Overs 25-9-4 last 38 games in Pittsburgh. 25 versus Milwaukee, it's 25-9-4 the over? Or just Pittsburgh home games? Game 1 Yankees. All right. Sevy on the hill. Pirates are 17-9-1 to the over. It's home dogs. Wow. Are they really interesting? Good stuff right there. Because I look at the Pirates as a team that can't score a lick. The juice. 30-minute top of the eighth for Tampa Bay was awesome. Stop me from sweating. Tampa Bay money line. Well, here's the thing, the juice. Good for you sticking around watching the live because when you're down 4-0, I guess you don't want to go to bed angry and annoyed. So you stay up, watch the game, hoping for a miracle. Then they get to 4-3. You're like, I'm in this puppy. And then they explode for a 5 spot. And you're like, yeah, baby, never in doubt. Groovy, losing my paycheck out of Miami Marlins really cuts like a knife. Brian Adams. Listen, you lose with Miami yesterday. Okay. I mean, were you unloading on them? I mean, they both teams had won with 5-6 in a row playing well. You don't unload, it's not like you don't bet the entire house on them. We don't do that. Take the great. What's the suggestion for the grill or smoker this weekend? Need your input. I don't know, man. I like chicken on. We did last week. We did chicken ribs. The chicken was fantastic. I think this week I'm going to try I'm going to put a pork loin on the smoker, like hanging. Because I got the barrel, so it hangs. So I got to think of a good way. I think I'm going to season it, and then I'll splash it with some sauce, and then I'll re-season again. Because I think you got a extra season heavy duty. The chicken was good. The ribs didn't have enough seasoning. But always chicken. Chicken in a smoker's trap. I love chicken. That guy, Brave same game parlay. Acuna, Harris, Olsen hits. I mean, I don't hate it. De La Cruz for Miami, I like it. 15-4 at home in day games. Again, I understand. I understand the Braves. They're on fire. 15-1. Perez is good though. I got to take a shot on Perez at that price. Steven, Marte 1.5 hits run ribbies. Louis Roberts hit run ribbies. Votto hits run ribbies. 463 parlay. I don't hate any of this. I mean, that's Kettle Marte, I hope. Right now, we're not talking Marte at the Mets. This is Kettle, I'm thinking, for Arizona. Chris Brady, Pirates last 4 games and 11 of the last 17 overall have been at least 8 total runs. Good stuff, Chris. That's probably why I'm losing my Pirate unders like I did the other day. And I came back on under today like a sick degenerate. Nick, these Brewers games are going over a lot. Apparently, I just looked at the thing. I'm like, I think Pirates, I just think under. And obviously, it's not paying off for me because my unders I'm 8 games under 500 my unders this season. Roger Federer, Nerfy, Pitt Brewers again won yesterday. I don't hate that, but apparently the Pitt games, maybe they just go over later and, it takes a while. It takes a while for the bats to warm up, get a couple swings under their belts. T-Money says the Padres and DB backs with the bullpen can make a little deal. Once the Diamondbacks get some pitchers, there'll be an issue. Who the Padres trade out of their bullpen? Hader? The Padres should trade Soto. Soto's got to go. You're not paying him. Trade him. See what you can get for Soto. You gave away a bunch of youngsters for him. Right? I mean, we'll see Mackenzie Gore today. He's pitched pretty good. C.J. Abrams is still kind of struggling there as a shortstop, but trade Soto. I saw Soto and Snell to the Yankees for Dominguez, Peraza, Wells, and a pitcher. Padres should do that. Yankees should do that. And Padres should. I'm Padres. I'm just trying to move everybody, especially Soto. You're not signing him. Trade him. Where are you going? You're in fourth place. Call the Giants up. Giants are looking to spend money this offseason. J-Rock, actually like Smile Happy in Ellis Park race. Wouldn't play below 3-1. Needs to prove he can be grade 1 horses. This might as well be KBO baseball. I don't even know what I'm saying here, J-Rock. That guy, Pat Bailey, to get hit for the Giants, 150. Better odds than the Mets. Money line. Yeah, how are we taking the Mets? 10 games under 500. People want to run to bet the Mets. I don't get it. Groovy. Hick says like the summer of 69. There you go. Summer of 69. What other songs do you have? Oh, Run to You is a good one. T-Money, you think the Stros should grab another bat? Listen, they should get a bat and they're going to get a pitcher. I thought they'd go after Bieber or Nola. But let's be honest. Eddie Rodriguez from Detroit's going to be out there. I don't want to say the Pirates are going to trade Rich Hill. Won't be shocked he get dealt. What are they doing? Holding on to him. I saw about Chapman going to the Rangers. Little bullpen help. Chapman to the Rangers. Bringing some Texas heat. Tatum, I pushed the button on the RBI plus 135 Ruby. There we go. Good to have a doubleheader if I take an L. There. That guy. Rays same game parlay. Rays money line. Okay, Diaz again. I like Diaz. It's good. I like it. Plus 140. Take it. The Juice. Happy Bobby Bonilla Day. Yes. Someone ate the Juice on Twitter, so I put that out there because they're talking about how Scherzer gets $15 million today from the Nationals. He gets $15 million from the Washington Nationals today on top of his $45 million from the Mets and another like $10 million from the Dodgers. He gets some ridiculous. But Joey Votto's still getting, or no, excuse me, Ken Griffey's still getting paid by the Cincinnati Reds. Ken Griffey Jr. still getting paid today. Let's see, hold on. That guy, Arizona same game parlay. I said Ari. Speaking of Ari, where's Ari Goldman? Arizona Diamondback same game parlay. Walker, Marte, Otani over bases. I like that one a lot. I like that a lot, that guy. Chris Bailey said, I took a shot at the over 8 in the Brewers Pirates. Why not? The numbers were all there for you, Chris. So I don't think you're taking a shot. I think that's it's a good look. Play it today. Listen, this is my out of all of them, this is my favorite one right here, that guy. That's my favorite one for you. Rob Frank, I think I'm gonna Diamondback on a card. Add the Diamondbacks, baby. Arizona. 49 wins. It's not a fluke to win 50 games in 80. T-Money. Pirates go through it. 10 games, they can't score. In 8 games, they drop 7-8. Pirates are what the Diamondbacks were last year with bipolar scoring. I don't remember Diamondbacks last year. I mean, I had an over ticket for them. Or I think I had a win the division ticket last year for the Diamondbacks. I want to bet the over in the Cards Yankees, but I can't trust the Yankees on. That's the thing. The lineup is tricky. Now, I'll take Yanks both games in a doubleheader. I'll take Yankees both games in a doubleheader. Yes, I can do that. I can do that one, and not worry about that. That's fine with me. Totals, not so much running to Yankee totals here. Roger says, taking the Diamondbacks, if they lose, I'm not coming back. Really, Raj? J-Rock, if you don't want to lay the juice on a Braves, why are you running to get in front of Fred? It's not. I get it, but the team they're playing isn't exactly, a cupcake. The team they're playing had won 23-28, just like they'd won 23-28. They weren't 15-1. They were still pretty good. We had 2 teams come in with 6 straight wins, 5 straight wins, whatever. And I got a guy who's been lights out on the hill. So what you say is, J-Rock, is you're just going to bet the Braves for the rest of the year. They're never going to lose a game. That guy. Notice a handful of guys from Earl Sports Show in here too. Yeah. Earl's guys. Tim used to come in to show me. Tim would be in here, that guy. Scott, by the way, happy Bobby Bonilla Day. Yes. Tater Great Smoked Chicken is the best. I also have some pork shoulder. There you go. I may have to do a couple days and throw it in some brats. There you go. You have a good weekend as well. That guy. Perez is good, but he hasn't gone up against offense like the Braves. No, but I get that. But they also, not that Braves have never faced a awesome pitcher. This kid has been really good. I don't know. At 150, I'm going to take a shot on a kid who's been unhittable. Let's see how he does. Again, 150, worth a shot. Worth a shot for me. Kettle Marte. I like Kettle Marte. The Juice, have a feeling Perez gets put to the test today. First time facing a lineup like the Braves. Yeah. I mean, he faced the Dodgers. And people love the. I'm only saying that because people are high on the Dodgers. I don't like the Dodgers. I got the Dodgers under. I don't like the lineup. The Braves lineup is excellent. I thought the Toronto lineup would be as good as the Braves lineup, honestly. Has not come to fruition. That guy, tastes great. Good man, you're making me hungry. Don't think I can wait to taste barbecue later. Canada Day party. Canada Day. Bailey's gotten a hit 11 straight days. He's still getting those kind of odds for the Giants. 11 straight hits. Or 11 straight days. 11-game hit streak. Not bad. Take the great. You're not doing any maple syrup. What is this? What are we talking about? Now the show's going off the rails. Team Money thinks Soto's value has been diminished since he joined the Padres. Teams like the Reds and Diamondbacks should be wanting Ohtani. They have a lot of pieces to move, and they have money. Will they pay is the question. I mean, Ohtani to the Diamondbacks. Ohtani to either one of these teams would be monster moves. Ohtani, let's be honest. Ohtani anywhere would be a huge move. You know me. I'm saying Ohtani to Tampa to me is the crazy one. I know they don't pay him, but that's what I mean. That'd be great. Ohtani Diamondbacks would be. But see, for that to work, they'd have to trade one of their outfielders back, which you'd have to. But you can't go too heavy because he is a free agent. Groove says, beautiful Miss Melissa Gatto for the win today in UFC. The Juice, but he getting paid by the Diamondbacks. He's not getting paid by the Diamondbacks. He was on the Diamondbacks? No, he was not, was he? Was he on the Diamondbacks? Can't be. That guy. I do poutines every week. This is turn into the Food Network after an hour and a half. White Sox pitchers will be scattered soon. Yeah. Here's a guy, Tim Anderson, who's like a 300 lifetime hitter, 300 plus. He's hitting like 220 this year. Lynn is gone. Giolito probably out of there. How about Giolito and some bad contract to a team? Giolito and a bullpen guy. Where's he going? No, it would be huge for Houston. See, that's the thing with Philly. Like, you're close enough where you don't want to give in, but he's up for free agency. See, here's the thing with the Phillies. If you're going to go for it, trade for Goldie and go for it. And at the end of the year, listen, you can't give up both your aces there because they got two young pitchers. Give up one of them, and that other kid comes in for Zach Wheeler. Or you go after Ohtani if they're spending. If they're gonna go all in, spend $40 million for Ohtani a year, $40 million a year. That guy had pancakes for breakfast, but your comments are making me hungry. George Wood, San Diego, first half, just had to swallow hard and not keep checking the score. I got the Reds today because I can't take the Padres losers to 6 straight, and the Reds have won 3 in a row. So I got conflicting trends, and the Reds are just finding ways to win. That being said, the Reds pitchers, terrible. So, first 5, I totally understand and get the angle there, George. That guy's laughing. Scott Cope says, Verdugo, Marte, Vate all over. Hits, runs, ribbies, plus 487. Verdugo's been hitting. Ketel Marte's been hitting. Votto's been great since coming off. I don't hate it. The Votto one worries me simply because Waka has pitched well this year. Certified PIMP. What do you got there, Playboy? Diamondback game over to 10. I don't not like it. I like it. I think Arizona will score. Ryan Nelson's not that great. And Anderson for LA is not that bad. We got plenty of bats. Jury homer. Let's go. Over with you, certified. Rob Franco, dog parlay. Reds, Stros, D-backs plus a dime 44. That's good money right there. I don't hate it. Why would I hate this parlay? I do not. Reds over. Yes, it's Williamson. That guy. Who's Vertigo bat against? He's playing Kikuchi. It's Kikuchi for Toronto. He's averaging 2 hits a game this year. Yeah, he's finally coming on. He was a big prospect there for the Dodgers back in the day. Back in the day, like 3 years ago, whatever it was. Roger, who do you like better, D-backs or the Giants? D-backs. I like D-backs. But again, I'm not going to say no to the Giants. I'm not looking to bet Verlander. Stephen Bowman, soda value has gone down. It's definitely gone down a little bit, but people still. He's 24. The kid is. That's the thing. Like when I'm like for the Yanks, like why are you paying Judge $40 million? Go after the guy who's 7 years younger and can only get better. You know what I'm saying? Like who's giving up on a 23, 24-year-old guy who the average isn't what it was in Washington, but he still walks like a mother for a league where nobody gets on base. Why wouldn't you go after a 24-year-old? J-Rock, not bet the Braves rest of the year just again from them. Listen, they are red hot. They've won 6 in a row. I get it. Where we at? T-Money, I'm thinking maybe Marlins first 5 and Braves full game. Braves best team, but Marlins may win the next game to avoid again. So, again, I took the Marlins yesterday. I'll take them today with Perez. Tomorrow's matchup, who's on the hill for these guys tomorrow? Alcantara and Strider, like, I'm not betting Alcantara. Okay, he had a nice game against the Red Sox. That's the Red Sox. Red Sox aren't the Braves. I'll do an over tomorrow. Over 8 with those guys. Strider gives up a couple runs every game. Steve, Rizzo, Fraley, Otani, hit, run, Ribby, plus 614. I mean, I see the 600. I like him, Steve, you know. I hate to say it, but Otani doesn't get traded this year. They probably won't trade him because they think they have a shot. The problem is that in August, they're going to collapse and not make the playoffs again. That guy, Braves practice with Strider, Moore, and Elder. I think they get to Perez today. I don't know. Maple syrup comments are causing Canada. I know it's Canada today. First of all, that guy, I always make maple syrup comments about Canada and elk meat. Groovy, Crimson Clover over and over. I don't know. Is she still hot? She never really did it for me back in the day. I don't know. I think she's that attractive. I think there's hotter singers. Otani to the Braves. Yeah. Why not? See, here's a spot. Like, would you trade Michael Harris for Otani? You know, Harris and one of these kids, Schuster, Aldred. Who's the other guy? AJ Smith, whoever that guy is. Would you trade that? Thoughts? Jazz Chisholm homer? No, thank you. See, but they have young guys. They have young guys, and their contracts are reasonable for young players. Yeah, Vertigo versus Kikuchi. Bonilla was never on Diamondbacks. Good for it. Yeah, I knew he was on D-backs. I thought, honestly, when I saw it, I was like, I didn't even think the Diamondbacks were even a team when he played. No. Steve, being Canada and Kikuchi on a man, I'll take him for 1 instead of 2, says that guy. Steve, Otani is a 10-plus year over 500 contract. I don't see Angels moving him because they're contention for wild card. Might make move for pitcher. Or offense is good. The offense is good, but they're not paying him. It's Kikuchi. We know that. Not that he won't get 2 hits. Trades are great. Reds plus 2.5 over 9.5. De La Cruz, McLean, same game parlay 250. See, the over kind of. I mean, you bought it down. I don't hate it. It's just Waka's been good. Almost time in the show. Our viewers getting a nice ride listening to it. Yeah. Who needed the 90-minute ride home? I thought Otani was going to the Dodgers, but I saw a story where Dodgers called Kershaw to recruit him, and Kershaw left his family vacation 20 hours away. Otani never showed up. Yeesh. Well, I'll tell you what, that won't stop the Dodgers in the offseason when Kershaw retires. That guy. Braves batters are lighting it up tomorrow for sure. Yeah, they're going to hit Alcantara tomorrow. I almost want to take all their line to get a hit minus a guy or 2 tomorrow. I agree. Team total over as soon as it comes out for tomorrow. Nathan, I know you're high on the fish eggs, but I took Atlanta. I don't hate it. It's not that high. The kid's really good. I'll take a shot at a plus 150. Roger Federer, Tiny could either go to the Rays. Listen, I think the Rays, because they could give up a Taj Bradley, young pitcher, and they have minor league pieces. And the thing is, well, they won't sign him because he makes too much money. Well, that's fine. You're not. They're not. They're worried about winning a World Series this year. What other team has a lot of pieces to trade? They could, yeah, Yankees, Mets, Dodgers, Giants, Cubs. I mean, there's teams that could sign him. They have money, but are they going to give up all their pieces for him to maybe sign with them? Maybe sign. Yeah, I'll roll out WNBA in a second. Tater Gray Scott joke. Here comes the block. Scott, Vaughn Grissom, Aldred, Elder for Otani. Like, I'm sure they probably want a little more, but I think that's a fair trade for a guy they don't know if they can sign. Right? He might have to throw in another bat. Robert, I'm a Braves fan. I doubt they pay that kind of money. Seriously, like you're going to give 40 or 50 mil to a guy, or maybe the guy says, you know what? Wow, we could win a lot here. I'll take less. Like, I mean, really, when we're talking 40, 35, 40, 45, 50 mil, I get it. Get as much as you can, bro. They'll spit you up and chew you out and get rid of you. I understand every athlete trying to get what they can. But I think when you're talking hundreds of millions of dollars, I want to be like, I'm the best and I'm a winner. You know, I don't know. Maybe right? Don't guys? You're at that point in your career. You're going to be an MVP. Don't now. Let's start trying to win. The money's always going to be there. You're going to have endorsements. Team money. If the Angels trade with the Braves, Angels will get Olsen, Ozuna, and either Olsen. Is this a joke, Team money? Do you even know how trades work in baseball? Why don't they trade with the Yankees? And the Yankees give them Josh Donaldson and Stanton. That way, you got some good power back in the outfield. What are you talking about? Olsen and Ozuna? Why don't the Mets trade? I mean, who's got bad? Who's a terrible contract besides Stanton and Josh Johnson? Who else has some bad contracts we could send over to the Angels? Apparently, they're taking every bad contract in baseball. Scott, take Otani out of the offense. It's not good. Yeah, and you know what? Even with both of them, what have they done? Nothing. It's a nice year. They're still in what, second, third place? Nathan, Marlins just can't compete with these red hot Braves. They cook them up again today. Nobody's giving Yuri Perez a shot. Rob Franklin. Oh, trade Harris, RC Albies. He's worth it. Right? Any of these guys, you got some young pitchers. I don't know. You're going to lock these guys up. No guarantee you win a World Series this year. It's no guarantee you win with Otani. But would that put you in a better spot to win? That's what I look at. I mean, long term, all right, Braves, don't do anything. Tampa, don't do anything, and just hope you win one with a bunch of young players, and maybe you make a trade. Well, if I could make a trade for a guy who's really good or excellent or the best in baseball right now, I think I would to win a World Series this season. That guy. Last week they had 2 games where every Brave recorded a hit. Yeah, it's a deep lineup. Yes, that was against Cincy. We know how Cincy pitching is. Groovy. Trade Otani at Cubbies for Belly, Stroman, and 3 minor league prospects at 2 number 1 draft picks 2 years in a row. Here we go. Belly and Stroman, minor league. Who could trade? Matt Mervis, a good trade, their best guy. Yuri Perez over 5.5 Ks. I'd say yes. That guy, in all fairness, when I said Otani Braves, I was joking. Market cap size, I don't think he would be a great fit. Well, there are no rumors. I mean, any team would be interested, but where are the pieces at? We can't trade that young guy. I don't know. Would that guy settle? I mean, I'm still not sold on this Brave rotation. You got Strider. I mean, you're high on the rest of these guys. I'm really not right now. I mean, you had a great win streak. You're beating guys. Who are you beating this win streak? The Rockies? The Reds? Angels still playing Rendon. Yes, they are. Braves are already top offense, have the best pitcher. It would almost be. I don't know if they have the best pitchers. I mean, they're winning some games. I mean, look at this. So they brought back Sakura And again, he gave up some runs in his little start there. Elder's pretty good. I love Strider. Morton is older. Freed's hurt. I mean, right? Soraka, Eldred, again, uh, young. I think they need a little bullpen help. You bring Otani and you could, I don't know. Like I'm saying, we're just throwing out spots who could have because if you're the Angels, you need young, controllable guys who are good. And if you get a major league ready guy, like the Braves have some young guys with decent contracts, I don't know. Well, it's fun to talk about. That guy is laughing at me. Steve Bowman says, good show, 90 minutes. Yeah, that's it. We're out of here, 90-minute show. Oh, boy, out of here. Look headlines tonight. Might be a little late look headlines. I'm going to a little baseball game. Houston Astros minor league action. I'm out of here. Good luck, everybody. Again, give it a like on the way out. Subscription, $4.99. I talked for an hour and a half. I do this twice a day, 7 days a week.